All right, back at it, back at it. Let's continue on this.
Let's see where we left off.
Right here, I believe.
Yep. It says in the middle of this paragraph here, it says, while also pushing for a potential third one with China, and seem indifferent to the consequences.
They don't care. They're not in trouble with other men. You know, they hope that their pride has deceived them. You know, they think that they're untouchable. Like we said earlier, they think that they're what does it say in Malachi? That their houses shall continue forever.
Yep.
They don't think they're going down. They believe that they're going to be the new rulers of this world, and they have carte blanche over the world.
This is a quick precept.
Yeah.
This is Psalms 58 verse 6. It says, break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth.
Yeah, man, their strength.
Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh. You know, and that breaking the teeth is what? That's their military might.
Yeah.
So that military is as proud as America is with their military structure, as much like you said that they believe that in their mind, the Most High is going. Hey, it even told us in the scriptures. One of the minor prophets said that the army should become as women, roughly paraphrasing. You know, the Most High is going to break that whole thing down, and you know, the Most High is going to do a mighty work on Esau, on Babylon the Great. So all that American pride is going to go out the window, right? That's it today. I'll get back to this article. It says, even if, for example, the Israel-Gaza war is shattering the West's claim of moral superiority.
Yeah, this is the Israel and Gaza war is shattering the West's claim of moral superiority. Why? Because they dug low, okay, and they're killing civilians. I read 34,000 people in Gaza died since this conflict started. You're not even killing, you know, the Charlie, so to speak. You're killing regular moms and dads, kids and you know, families. It's genocide. They're doing exactly to the people in Gaza what they said the Nazis did to them in World War II. What they claim. And that the pot calling the kettle black.
Hey, that's why Isaiah 47 said that's why you should experience the loss of children
and widowhood.
And widowhood, you know, all within 1 hour. You know, you deserve it. Look what you're doing. Reading on, it says, in each case, the stakes are very high. Western foreign policy at large has taken on a very zero-sum and ideological character which bemoans the loss of hegemony.
Right, so let's get this word hegemony.
Okay.
If I can bring my mouse over.
Bring it out.
Where's it at? There we go. Hegemony.
So when you get into the Google definition of hegemony, it says leadership or dominance, especially by one country or social group over others.
Right, they want their rule to be absolute. They don't want other people in power. They don't want, you know, the leader of Iran or the leader of, you know, Russia. You know,
I am and none else besides me.
I am, exactly. They want to be that dude. That's why they're setting up the Great Reset, because they want a new world order. Mm-hmm. Just like Antiochus Epiphanes said that all should be one. Who do you think they're going to be one under? They're going to be one under him.
Yep. That's right.
You know, he wasn't going to appoint generals and this, that, and the third. Well, you know, maybe generals, but he wasn't going to give somebody equal and opposite power.
Yeah.
You know,
that's redundant.
Hey, look. Hey, look, brother. I'm going to be the king over this 10,000 square miles, and then you go 10,000 miles away or 20,000 miles away, and you be king over that 10,000 square miles, and we'll just be co-ruled. No. I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. Yep. That's what Esau wants. Everything. What does it say? Slow bellies. They cannot be fit. You can't fulfill them.
Yep.
They want more.
Yep, it says it says who enlarges his desires is hell.
Yeah.
You know?
They what did it say in Wisdom of Solomon? How they smell at every flower.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They can't just let it go. All right? They need it all. All right, if they paid $9.99 and they gave you a $10 bill, they want that penny back.
Don't squeeze that lemon.
Hit. What's that? Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, that shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's all good. Says and seeks to uphold it at all costs. It is reactionary to the extent it does not have a vision for improving the world, but wants to take back the world to the way it was. But wants to take the world back to the way it was.
What's that? What's the way the world was? The world run by America, and everybody was in fear of America because they had that big weapon, because they had that nuke, and because they, like we said before, because the playing field is more equal now, they got to do something to take it back, which is why they want to do the Great Reset.
Mm-hmm. It says it is a sense of entitlement and privilege that wants to suppress an emerging multipolarity.
Yeah, multipolarity, multiple people running their own shit. Mm-hmm. But they have that sense of entitlement. They have that privilege. That YT privilege.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir. Yep. It says, because of this, it has become impossible for Western leaders to ever consider the concept of compromise in these respective theaters, and they refuse under any circumstances to make concessions which could be deemed strategic.
Right. They're not. They're like like a nigga woman or any woman for that fact. You know. That says, "Oh, I want a man that's 6'6", makes $500,000 a year. He went to college, you know, has 6-pack abs, and is a rocket scientist, and will let me lead the relationship. And they don't want to compromise on nothing. You know, that's the mindset that they have." We're going to rule the world. We're going to make everyone our slaves. We're going to put a C-hip in them. Mm-hmm. They're going to do all of our dirty work. If anyone doesn't want to get down, we'll turn off their C-hip. And they're not compromising. They said what they said. All right? Hey, Esau standing on business too.
Yeah. You guys, yeah, that's it. It says, because of, let's see. It says, this has produced a position where the only outcome they are willing to accept in Ukraine is what they deem, quote unquote, the defeat of Putin, and have been subtly escalating ever since.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You've been losing the war for the better part of 2-3 years. And all you can do is just throw more sticks and stones at a unstoppable force, basically. That's all really what you're doing. You're just throwing people's lives away. You should have been, accepted defeat. But because you don't want to, you're just going to kill more people, and you're just going to have to throw more resources into it, and eventually, NATO is going to get involved.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says edging ever closer to the point where quote unquote proxy war becomes a direct one for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, that's what it is right now. It's a proxy war because the United States, NATO, all those countries, all these beast countries are indirectly in war with Russia through their proxy Ukraine. And because Ukraine can't get the job done by itself, it's going to come to a hot war, to a full-blown war.
Yeah, because I believe they had NATO troops that had touched down in Ukraine.
Yeah, but they can't go and fight. What they're doing is basically like the places that the soldiers needed to hold down, like on the borders, to make sure Russia don't try to take more land. They're just holding those places down so that those soldiers can then go fight.
You're asking for it, man. You're fucking asking for it, man.
You sticking your nose in the bit. A nigga said, I'm about to go fight this guy, hold my bag. Oh, hold my bag, hold my glasses. We about to go fight. So then when his homies come and they start jumping him, you know, and they see you holding his shit, nigga, you an op.
you see the Ukraine symbol on the bag? Get out of here too.
Yeah,
you know?
they're gonna get you too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, your hands are not clean, man. It says NATO military advisors are already on the ground, and Ukrainian attacks are being guided by NATO intelligence or even coordinated by British admirals.
You in the mix.
Yep.
You're in the mix. You're not innocent. Yeah.
The media in the West, especially in Britain, there is more dissent in the U.S., are effectively in war mode. The BBC amplifies non-stop Ukraine propaganda, pushing any claim that will keep Kiev irrespective on an empirical worth of evidence, and all voices of dissent have been shut down. It says, it seems evident that the decision may have been made to risk a full-on war with Russia.
Yeah, you're risking a full-on war with Russia. All right? It seems evident that the decision may have been made to risk a full-on war with Russia rather than to consider any negotiation in the scenario. So you would rather just go full-blown war with Russia than to negotiate a peace treaty. Because again, the Lord is working on the hearts of these people. He's hardening the heart of Pharaoh so that they just keep going forward.
It says, thus, the shockwaves from the Iran-Israel saga have been used to pursue a new and sudden round of escalation on every front, which can have only been bolstered by the prospective elections looming in both the U.S. and U.K.
Yeah, because at election time, you know, you need them votes. So people, the so-called leaders, you know, they get to doing what the people want to hear. He's telling you what you want to hear. Mm-hmm. You know, even though the shit's already set up, but they just got to work on the hearts and the minds of the people.
And it says that in the scriptures, it says they speak with that's also in the Sirach 12, Bible Gashai.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I don't want to slaughter it. Yep. It says Sirach 12 and 16. It says, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart imagine how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if you find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood."
Yeah. Read that one more time, Bible Gashai.
Con. It says Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 16. "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit."
Right. You think that he cool, but the whole time he was plotting on you.
Yeah. Hey, it says that in Genesis that he was more subtle than any creature of the field, man.
Yeah.
You know, look, Esau he knows how to woo the people.
Definitely.
In that every situation, like you mentioned, like you just referenced, he'll play on the hearts and minds of the people, and guess what? They fall for it. Every time. You know, you have a small percentage that don't, but the vast majority falls for it, man.
Hey, we're gonna get this while we at it.
This is the book of Psalms 7 verse 15. "He had made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made."
Right. So, you know, because they are so headstrong and going to war with Russia, going to war with China, going to war with Iran, he's digging that pit. And he don't know that he's dug it so far, he can't get out of it.
Yep.
Now that full-blown war over Russia that you've been speaking about, now it's about to happen.
So ain't no ladder big enough, big dog.
Right.
We can't help you.
Now you got 100 million Chinese ready to roll on you. Now you got Iran and North Korea and really everybody else in this fucking world, even your homies, are going to turn their back on you.
This is the book of Obadiah, What's this? Verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Yeah, man, all your homies, all the men of your confederacy, the people who you were down with, all right, they got a problem with you.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
And they're going to lay a wound under thee, a wound under you. Y'all thought that y'all was buddy-buddy? Oh, France has my back. Oh, Germany has my back. No, these same people are going to be the ones who help to see your downfall.
That's right. There's none understanding in him.
Yeah, because they can't see. They're blinded by their pride and by their goal to make this new world order, that they can't see that it's not going to happen. They can't see that the Most High is going to come back and disappoint them. Can we read 16 with that?
This is back in Psalm 7 verse 16. It says, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate.
Yeah, man, you've been violent dealing with the world for fucking thousands of years, and that shit's going to come back on you,
That's
man.
Fire. That's fire.
It's going to come back on your own head.
Back to the article. Yeah, we finished that paragraph, I believe.
Yeah, the last one.
Yep, it says, because of this, it is fair to say that the world faces a more dangerous and uncertain outlook than at any point since the end of World War II.
Yeah, the third world's coming quickly.
That's right. This current crop of Western leaders are not pursuing a more restrained and calculated mindset as seen for most of the Cold War, but an aggressive and evangelistic one that does not prefer stability but affirms hegemony as an absolute right.
Right. So, like I said, back in the Cold War, it was all proxy. You know, we provide aid to one side, and Russia provide aid to the other side, and they go at it, whoever win. And then the next conflict in the next country, or the next conflict in the next country, and that went on for fucking 40 years. Okay, but that's not what's happening now. Yeah, it's going on right now because you still have those proxy wars, but it's not turning back. They're not turning back. The U.S. and the U.K. is what it's saying they got their foot on the gas and they're going into fifth gear. All right, and they bled the brakes. Ain't no brakes in this bitch.
Yeah. Think about was that Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, where it speaks about when the plagues are sent out, when certain things are sent out, and be it through the Lord. Everything that's done is through the Lord. When these things are sent out, the way America's actions that they pushed out, like the brother's saying, you can't turn it back.
Yeah.
Prophecy is not going to reverse. Prophecy is moving forward. And guess what? Esau, prophecy in a big way via destruction, war is coming because of your actions. You're bullying, being a bully of the earth. Jacking people to their resources, like the brother mentioned earlier in this article. Just bombing, just killing people, man, for your own agenda. There's a recompense for it, and the Lord said that in Psalms the 10th chapter. He put that mindset in you where you think that just because you're doing things, you don't think anything's gonna happen. There's a recompense, man. There's a recompense. It says, thus more resembling a pre-1914 world. Because of this,
before World War I.
It says, because of this, we should draw the conclusion that Western leaders are not truly seeking to avoid war, but are prepared to embrace it if necessary. The British military establishment and the media have long been making noises about conscription. In the U.S., if Joe Biden wins re-election, we can assume that he will unapologetically escalate on every single front. World War III is no longer a dramatized specter, a far-fetched panic, but an actual possibility that should not be ruled out.
Yeah, it was a joke that World War IV would be fought with sticks and stones because World War III would have destroyed everything. Knowing that, this man still pushes forward to fight this third war's war. Knowing everything, because they know everything that we speak.
That's right.
They have eyes and ears everywhere. They're watching this video as you're watching
Right
it.
now. Exactly.
They know what the scriptures say, but hey, they yet durst fight. They don't have a choice. The Most High has put the Spirit on them to do that. So they're just going to usher in this new war, okay? And everything's going to go as the prophecies say it is. Hey, and Lord's will, it happens soon.
Not one of these shall fail.
Con.
That's right.
You got anything else you want to add with it?
That's it, brother.
Hey, so Lord's will, this was edifying. And, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and women who follow. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.